Hey my OTF family, it is Coach Izzy here and I am going to tell you all about today's workout. Today guys, firstly, you can join me at 10 a.m. on Zoom for the live class. We are going to need a mat or towel and we're also going to need 2 medium-sized weights. In that class, guys, we're going to get a whole body workout. We have got some core in there, but we've also got a run row block, which means we're going to be mimicking some of those same movements we do in a run row while also getting our heart rate up. So that is something to look forward to. As well as that, guys, I wanted to let you know a little bit of a change to our schedule today. So we normally have the coffee break each Saturday. We are changed that. It is now the breakfast club. We are going to be doing that at 9 a.m. till 9:45 this morning. So join us for that, guys, and join me in class. I'll see you soon.
Each day is a new opportunity to be better. Yes, you can. Yes, you will.
What's up, Orange Nation? My name is Coach KP, and I am so excited to bring you today's at-home workout right here in my very own backyard in Londonderry, New Hampshire. So for today, we're going to get started with a 4-minute block. You'll have 4 exercises, and it'll be timed 1 minute an exercise. Here they are. We're going to start with a full body rotation. So legs are wider than those hips. You're going to take one arm. We're going to rotate to the back as I do my foot pivots, those hips twist, and then bring it all the way across your body to the other side. Keeping that core tight, protecting that lower back as you move. You'll do 30 seconds on the right, and then we're going to switch 30 seconds on the left. From here, our second exercise is a lateral shift to a punch. So bring those legs wide. You're going to bend one knee, stretch the other, and that opposite arm comes forward into a punch. Come center, then we go to the other side. As you move, keep that spine nice and neutral and flat. Sit heavy in those heels as you go. Exercise number 3 coming your way is a reverse lunge to a torso rotation. So reset your anchors, shoulders down, core tight, glute squeeze. I'm gonna take one leg step back. That front knee stays in over that ankle, back knee goes to the ground. Once I'm in that lunge, you rotate to the outside of that front knee, come back center, reset, and then go the opposite way. Now, you can always limit that range of motion. You can always take out that rotation if needed. Our 4th and final exercise are jumping jacks. As your legs jack out, arms go over your head right here. As an option, take that jump out and give me that low impact version. So again, 4 minutes, 4 exercises, a minute each. Let's get started.
I've been running from my future. The moment you stop being so obsessed with perfection is the moment your progress really starts to take hold.
Hey team, I'm Coach Demi and I'm coming to you live from Washington, D.C. Our first block today is 8 minutes long. You've got a total of 4 exercises and your goal is to go through a minimum of 2 rounds before time is called. Your first movement is a wood chopper on the left. You're going to need a medium weighted object or a dumbbell. Let's get started. Roll your shoulders down your back, arms extend straight out, low into your squat, and the dumbbell or weight comes outside of your left leg. We'll pivot off that left foot, arms stay straight as you rotate and bring your arms above your right shoulder. You're back down in that set position and back for that next rep. Looking for a total of 10, always the option to reduce your range of motion or lighten that load should you need to. Your second movement is a bear plank kick through. We'll find ourselves down on the ground, knees right under your hips, wrists right under your shoulders. Lift up so your knees are hovering just above the ground. Core's tight, shoulders stabilized. I'm gonna kick my left leg through under my body, sitting low into that left side hip. Left hand stays on the ground. Back to your bear position. Feel free to reset and then hit the same motion on the other side. You're here for a total of 10 reps. Again, option to reduce your range of motion if you need to by just kicking that leg through. 10 total, 5 per side. Movement number 3 is the wood chopper movement on the other side of your body, right? We gotta even out those unilateral moves. So, weight out in front of you, shoulders back and down, arms straight outside of that right leg this time. We'll pivot off our right foot, weight comes up and over your left shoulder, and you're back down to that squat position. Same thing here, same options. Feel free to reduce your range of motion or lighten your load should you need to. Your last motion is a half get up. So, take your load to your right hand. We're gonna make sure that our backs pressed flat into the ground to get started. Right leg is bent, left arm, left leg out at an angle on the ground. Inhale in, and then exhale as you come up to your left forearm and left side hip, and back all the way up to your left palm. Never lose sight of that object. Make sure your neck is nice and neutral. Lowering back down in that same 2-part motion. Forearm and then palm. You're here for a total of 10 reps per side. Feel free to lighten that load should you need to. All right guys, pretty straightforward. 10 reps is the benchmark here. We're going for a total of 8 minutes. Minimum goal 2 rounds. Let's get to work.
When life knocks you down, you have two choices. You either stay down or you get back up.
What's up, Orange Nation? My name is Coach Anthony from Stratford, Connecticut. Today we have a run row. 8-minute block of work, 4 total exercises. Exercise number 1, which is your run, 15 seconds. That's followed by 3 additional exercises, which will be your row, 20 seconds each. Then we have a 15-second rest at the end. Every round, your run and your rest will increase by 15 seconds. Number 1, high knees. Drive those knees up into the air as high as you can, pumping those arms. Options there. We're going to march in place. We're going to grab our medium weights here for front squats. Coffee cans, decaf, caffeinated, underneath the chin, feet hip width apart. We're going to sit down into it, drive to the heels, and squeeze the quads and the glutes at the top. Options there, reduce that range of motion. Followed by your hip hinge low rows. Push the hips back, we're going to lower the torso fully, extend those arms, elbows to the rib cage. Squeeze back to the starting position, arms out, full extension. Options there, we're going to take out some of that coffee, we're going to lighten the load there. Jump squats, feet hip width apart, weight in the heels, going to sit down into it and drive through those heels. We're looking for max height on that jump. You're looking for that nice soft landing. Options there, squat down, up on the toes for that calf raise. Let's get it going.
All right, OTF, we are strong. Your mind is going to give up before your body does. So go ahead and tell your mind to get out of your body's way and let's get this done. Come on.
All right, OTF, here we go. Block number 3. It is a 10-minute add-on block. You'll have 4 exercises total at 10 reps each. Each round, we're going to add on a new exercise. So for example, round 1, you'll do exercise 1. Round 2, you'll do exercises 2 and 1. Round 3, you'll do exercises 3, 2 and 1, and so on and so forth. For these exercises, you're going to need a medium set of objects or weights and a mat or towel. Here are your exercises. We're going to start with 10 neutral half thrusters. So this is where you're going to want to grab your medium objects or weights. They start and stop at your shoulders, legs wider than your hips. You're going to sit back into those heels. Exhale, drive those weights straight up to the ceiling. Remember, the power of your legs is driving those weights up. As an option, you can certainly just limit your range of motion here. Our second exercise brings you down to your mat or towel. We're going to do a straight leg raise to crunch. So lie down, hands are behind my head, those feet are up to the ceiling. You're going to lower those legs all the way down to the ground, bring them up. Once they're at that set position, you go ahead and give that upper body crunch. Now as my heels lower, don't let that lower back arch. Crunching coming from under that rib cage. As an option, go ahead and bend your knees and limit that range of motion. Our third exercise is a sprinter sit-up. So your legs go long, hands are at your chest. I sit up, one knee comes in, I reach towards that opposite toe, then I roll down slow, one vertebrae at a time. So we power it up and come down nice and slow. As an option, just a crunch with a knee. Our final exercise is a static crunch, so that upper body's lifted to an over-under. My legs are hovering, they go out and in, keeping that hip and rib connection and that lower back flat. As an option, hands can always come under your tailbone for more support or bring those legs up a little bit higher. So once again, we have 4 rounds here. If you complete all 4 rounds, we will start taking away an exercise. Let's get started with round 1, exercise 1.
Team, this block is about all out effort. It's time to get out of your own head, get out of your own way. Let's get after it.
Hey team, Coach Demi again for block number 4. You've got 2 exercises only, but the pattern's a little bit different. 6 minutes of work, we'll do 20 seconds of all out effort or movement number 1, 10 seconds of a break, 20 seconds of all out effort and movement number 2, followed again by that 10-second break. We'll keep rolling through that pattern for 6 minutes. Movement number 1 finds us down on the ground for a blast off plank. So join me in that high plank position, wrists right under your shoulders. Squeeze your glutes and engage your core. From here, we're gonna load our legs. You should feel your quads engaged, core stays tight, and spring back forward to that high plank position. At all times, make sure your core is engaged and those shoulders always land on top of your wrists. You're here for a total of 20 seconds. Movement number 2 is an alternating reverse lunge with a floor tap. So we're gonna step back with our right leg, right hand touches the ground, you're back up to stand, same thing on the other side. Again, 20 seconds of work, keep it alternating. Your option would be to slow it down a little bit, take your time, and perfect your form. All right, guys, here we go. 6 minutes, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Let's get to work.
put yourself at the top of your to-do list every day, and the rest will fall into place.
Great way to start, better way to finish. Now time to work on that flexibility. We have our standing reverse shoulder stretch. We're going to place the arms behind the body, interlock those fingers. We're going to lift those arms as high as we can. From there, we have our standing scalene stretch. We're going to place one hand at the top of the head, opposite hand at the base of the low back. Going to slowly pull that head and neck towards the right, looking towards the bottom left. And then we're going to slowly transition, opposite direction. Right hand at the base of the back, left hand at the top of the head, and slowly looking towards the bottom right. Right into your standing quad stretch, left hand out in front. You're going to wrap around and pull back on that right ankle. You want to get that heel as close to that glute as possible. And then we're switching, right hand out in front, pulling back on that left. Placing those feet on the ground, open up a little bit wider, then shoulder width apart, and point those toes out. We're going to hinge at the hips, and we're reaching towards our right foot and ankle. We're going to hold here. And we're switching over to that left side. We're going to bring it all the way down to that ground for our walking downward dog. Drive those hips up into the air. We're going to press down at the ankles and stretch out those calves.
Nothing against myself, but I can really see myself. Come around, come around, come around. Now I'm holding it down. I thought I was quiet, but then you brought that loud. It's instinct that I mentioned. Did you know that? In a minute, I felt different. No take backs, take back. Everyone's got a little bit of magic. Everyone's got a little trick up their sleeve. Yeah, everyone's got some kind of abracadabra. So cast your spell and make them believe. Ooh, you got some kind of magic, yeah. Yeah, you got some kind of magic. Oh, you got some kind of magic, baby. Yeah, you got some kind of magic. Put that pride on a shelf. Yeah. Now you can really see yourself. Clearing out, clearing out, clearing out while you hearing me now. You ain't gotta keep quiet about what you got now. Never instant, not to mention, cause you know that. But each minute feels different, no take back. Everyone's got a little bit of magic. Everyone's got a little trick up their sleeve. Yeah, everyone's got some kind of abracadabra. So cast your spell and make them believe. You got some kind of magic. Baby, you know you got some kind of magic. You got some kind of magic. You got it, you got it. You got some kind of magic. You got it, you got it. You got some kind of magic. Make up your mind what you're searching for. Sticky clay, is it vain? Do you see your name in lights? Make up your mind what you're searching for. You got some kind of magic.
Can it be done? Can it be done? I will not forget our conversation when you looked at me and I dove into your eyes, frozen with anticipation. You harnessed me and told me come in close. It's where I belong. The hole is gone. Felt as though I was far away. You got me with your voice to where I belong. The hole There's no conversation, and I'm noticing I'm staggering across.